This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Terrapins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Northern Illinois' offense will start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Givens. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Hand off from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the grab. It's Bryant. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. caught over the middle. It's Bryant. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they get him down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Oh, what a move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback running on the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play home.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McLaurin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Maryland Terrapins offense has its first opportunity of the day. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse. We have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
We've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight ends. It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now. Running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also also be receivers and also block. They make the game easy.
They'll try the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out of the 20. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Martin will throw it. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The Terrapins decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First half of this drive comes from their own 44. He'll do it himself on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing up the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down, 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short at the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves him with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense, being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle. Force the 4th down.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for being play of this drive. The give on the option. Brings it on the open. He moves the chain, and they'll mark the ball at 33.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Pulls and throws on the RPO.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically it's the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll test the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd is short equals bow up, be physical, move the hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you can with your offensive staff, challenge your guys to get the push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just get them a crease.
The Terrapins are on the move. Martin back to pass. Pulls it in. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, Rich, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So much about the passing game is timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running out the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more on that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
To the air on second down. Got a man, it's Johnson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Gets the back moving. Martin will throw it. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up on that play. Bring up second and 4.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon to the offensive lineman, call it out, and pick you up. You could tell he did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. On the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. just a minute here. The officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Caught in the backfield, it's Webb. Slips one guy and now he's loose. Touchdown, Tampa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Good work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. A good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of the play for the rest of the game.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibbons. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand. We start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play called the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen and behind it. There was nobody there to make a tackle. This offense generates a massive play.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go. And as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Northern Illinois signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this time will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Burton back to pass. Pressure coming. It's caught downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
The Terrapins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Hauls it in. They stop him before he can get the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down.
Well, and a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds, right around the goal line. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The give to the back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end. They get him for safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got room to work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Pulls a fire complete. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Terrapins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. pick up a 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is...
Touchdown, Maryland! Great job by the back on the option. They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You got him in 3rd and long. You know it's a pass. No, it's not until it isn't. They run the football. They get you, get a first down. Frustration. Got to move on to the next play.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Now he's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Givens. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Oh, ball's out! And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
Now, you know it's really easy. It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. The defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go. Make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Martin will throw it, using the quick game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Running back searching for a hole.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Terrapins line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On third down, going up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Martin back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Martin will throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And man, the defense defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Now he's going to break the pocket. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Oh, there's the ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Givens. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unleashes one deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This quarterback is getting frustrated. You can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Martin back to pass. Here comes the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Givens. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Martin will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, Whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And the Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Bring in the heat. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far. So can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Trying play action. Here's the pressure. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Terrapins. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Creates a little space. Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off play action on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Plucks it out of the air. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers. that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Tight end now in motion. The give on the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Pickup of 6. It's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got away. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Martin back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running to Green. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Now on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Martin will throw it. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible. Dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
And the Terrapins have this offense rolling. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
2nd down coming up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just feeds the running back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finding open areas. Oh, he got loose. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. After run, now throw. Got a man, it's Givens. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Givens. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The handoff to Johnson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
At the 10-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
54, Northern Illinois, 10.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quick handoff. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Terrapins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Rides to back and leaves it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
From the gun, running back on the move. Quick spin on the run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth.
Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Terrapins! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good. It puts one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Power football with the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll send the back in motion. Martin back to pass. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Ball carried by the running back. Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Under fire. Complete downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
It's a momentum hero.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Martin will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Snagged in the middle, it's Ray. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.